Hi everyone, hope your day is well. As we hit the Cervical Cancer Week, I'm here to share with you an evidence-based information on cervical cancer. For time constraints, I will be focusing on debunking the myth and misinformation in cervical cancer. If you want to hear details on cervical cancer symptoms and treatment, please pay attention to the next video on this page by my ambassador. There will be other videos also on various types of cancer, so do come back to view them. Cervical cancer is caused by HPV 16 and 18, which is also responsible for other cancer on the throat and anus. It is described by WHO as the fourth most common cancer among women worldwide. Due to the high mortality rate with WHO, reporting 660,000 new cases and 350,000 deaths in 2022, of course there will be a lot of fear and myth around this deadly killer. However, I'm here today to debunk those misinformation and to reassure you that cervical cancer is treatable cancer, but you have to detect it early. So the first myth 1, many people equate cancer to death and state that cervical cancer can be prevented or treated. But this is false. In fact, cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancer through HPV vaccination, regular screening, and early treatment of precarious cancer changes. What you need to do if you have a cervix and an adult is to book a smear test. And this brings me to myth 2. Some people believe the HPV test is painful and dangerous, but this is false. Of course, the procedure might be slightly uncomfortable, but it is quick, safe, and life-saving. Tell me, would you prefer a minor discomfort or a painful cervical cancer? Myth 3. Some people believe that once they are old, they no longer require screening, but this is not true. My mom died at 64, and this is because she never got a smear test, though no fault of hers. But again, ignorance does not save you from cervical cancer. Always follow medical guidelines. Now, although my mother never got the opportunity to get a smear test, vaccination, or any form of awareness, there are some of you watching me today who have multiple opportunities but choose not to vaccinate themselves or their children because they believe the vaccine causes infertility or serious illness. This is false and misinformation. In fact, this myth 4 is one of the most damaging myths. Be careful not to be misled. Myth 5. Some women believe they don't need to go for regular screening because they don't have symptoms. Another false misinformation. Most early stage cancer causes no symptom at all. And by the time the symptom like abnormal bleeding or pelvic pain appears, the disease might have advanced. And this brings me to myth 6. Cervical cancer is not hereditary. Even me believed this until recently. Unlike breast and ovarian cancer, cervical cancer is not hereditary. It is caused by persistent infection with high-risk HPV and not genetic. Now, another myth is this common one among Africans that women with multiple partners get HPV. But that's not true. HPV is extremely common. It's a virus explosion and it's not based on morality. As long as you're sexually active, you will be exposed someday. Finally, let me reassure you, not all HPV always lead to cancer. Your immune system eliminates HPV in about 90% of cases within 1 to 2 years. Cervical cancer only develops when high-risk HPV persists untreated over time. So what are you doing? Why don't you take out some time this month and get yourself checked? You might be at that early detection level. You can also share this video with your friends to save life. It's just a click, and you never know who would be saved by this video today. Thank you.